to the ceiling, feeling good. We gon' make it to the finish. Yes, sweet victory. You hear me? Alley, if you feel me. Yeah, we still running even though.
What's up, Pride? Welcome back to the channel. Sorry for our lack of uploads. I have to explain why.
Take the mic, go ahead.
I recently just started a new job and I'm working 12-hour overnight shifts. So our uploads are kind of gonna be a little weird for a while until we get adjusted to like my new schedule. So hopefully we could figure out to like pick a day during the weekend, film a couple videos, and Tony could release them while I'm at work during the week. So sorry for that, but we promise we're grinding really hard for you guys. And we haven't done a Saturday scare in a while, and we're sorry about that. Just family stuff just happens to fall on Saturdays, and our time management is not good, but we're filming it tonight so that it's up for you guys tomorrow when it's supposed to be. So let's get into the video.
Before we get into this video, if you have a second, please click that subscribe button. It would mean a lot to us. We're trying to reach a goal of 100 subscribers by the end of April. So this month. Today is April 1st as you're watching this. So let's try to reach 100, guys. We just need 50 more subs. That'll help us out a lot, guys. Share this video. Share any of our videos if you like them. And let's get into the video.
So today's Saturday scare is, obviously by the title, about La Llorona, or as it's known as the Weeping Woman.
If you guys are Latino or Hispanic or anything like that, you guys know what the story is about. All of our parents have scared us with it when we were children. And that's what I plan on doing with my kids in the future. This woman's going to take them. So La Llorona's name is said to be Maria. And she's said to have beautiful long black hair and a beautiful white dress. I apologize for this image right here. I just found like a scary looking thing. But unfortunately she's not wearing a white dress. But let's pretend that she has one on, guys.
So no one knows exactly how the legend started, where it started, or how long this has started. But like my brother said, if you're Latino, then you probably know about this story since you were a young kid. I know we have, my cousins have, everyone in our family has.
Yep.
And even if you're not Latino, I'm sure your friends have told you about the legend of La Llorona.
So one of the most known stories of La Llorona is that she was very captivating to men. Many men. Alright, sorry guys. Many men wanted to be with her. So she would wear her best outfit, which was the beautiful white dress that she's known to wear a lot. And she would go out at night. So right here is the most known story that every parent has told their child. She's said to have 2 children. One day her 2 children were found drowned in the river. Some say they died because of her neglect, because she loved going out at night and leaving them alone. Others say 2 children died at the hands of their own mother. So in a better way to say it, she drowned her kids. You know, because they were being bad, and she didn't have good parenting skills, so she drowned them.
I don't know if that's true, but
hey, let's just say it is. So once again, guys, if you see us looking off, we're looking at our notes. So sorry about that. We're gonna try to maintain eye contact with you.
One day we'll be able to do it without notes, because we'll be more prepared. But
my memory sucks. So these notes are pretty much for me, because my memory sucks. I can't really remember much, so that's why we need notes.
Another legend says that La Llorona was a caring woman full of life and love who married a wealthy man, and he lavished crazy gifts on her and with all the attention that a woman could want. As it said, she gave him 2 sons. And shortly after the birth of their second son, he began to change returning to his former life of womanizing and alcoholism, often leaving her for months at a time. And eventually, her husband fell out of love with Maria, even talking about leaving her to marry a woman of his wealthy status. When he did come back home, it was only to visit his sons, and he would often neglect to show Maria any attention. So one day, as Maria was walking with her two children on a shady pathway near the river, her husband came by in a carriage with a beautiful woman sitting on his side. He stopped and he spoke to his sons, and as he would before, he completely ignored Maria. And then he drove away and he never came back.
After seeing this, Maria went into a terrible rage and she turned against her children. She seized them and threw them into the river. As they disappeared downstream, she realized what she had done and ran down the bank to save them, but it was too late. Maria broke down into an inconsolable grief, running down the streets and screaming and wailing. My question is, if she killed her own kids, why are you gonna cry about it? Women.
Maria mourned the deaths of her sons day and night. During this time, she wouldn't eat, she wouldn't sleep, and she would often walk along the riverbank where she let her sons go. She was searching for them for days, and obviously she never found them. And this threw her into a very emotional state where she was crying uncontrollably, just continuing to search for her sons. When she continued to refuse to eat, she grew thinner and appeared taller until she looked like a walking skeleton. Still a young woman, she finally died on the banks of the river. Not long after her death, her restless spirit began to appear on the banks of the Santa Fe River when darkness fell. Her weeping and wailing became a curse of the night, and people began to be afraid to go out after dark. She was said to have been drifting between the trees along the shoreline or floating on the current with her white gown spread upon the waters. On many dark nights, people would see her walking along a riverbank and crying for her children, often saying mis hijos, or my children. And so the people in that town no longer spoke of Maria, but rather they began to call her La Llorona, or
The weeping woman.
And this is the most known part with parents. They warn their kids not to go out after dark because they say that La Llorona will snatch them up and throw them into the river to cause their death.
Alright guys, I'm gonna read a poem by Raymond Ayon. You cry in the dark next to the river's edge, your shrieking hollow sends the meek to sanctuary. You have crossed the tongue of many, each with savage detail of your deed. So the story is told of the water's edge and the sword you carried in your heart. The ojo of your man seduced the mistress of your envy, and the rose fell from your grace. You were now the lover of Satan, and your scorned heart had turned to stone. Satan would grant your revenge, and you would live until the end of time. So you took the devil's deed and took the sword from your heart and sliced the life of your own, and the blood of your children turned the river red. Now Satan laughs as he granted your wish, and the father of your children burns in his lover's arms. So now you wander through time at the river's edge, crying for your children. And now once again we are told of your mortality in a Carolina story. Alright guys, thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, please click that thumbs up button. Comment down below what other urban legends or stuff like that you want to hear about. And maybe you'll get a shout out in the next video. If you're new to the channel, please click that subscribe button. It would mean a lot to us, and like we said earlier, we're trying to reach a goal of 100 subscribers, so please help us out and reach that goal.
And also make sure to hit that notification bell. It notifies you every time we upload a new video, so you guys won't miss out on anything. And like we said before, we're gonna try to figure out my schedule with work and filming, and obviously we'll be uploading periodically throughout the week when we do. So just bear with us. It's gonna take a while because it's still a new thing that I'm adjusting to, and he obviously has to adjust along with me because we film these together. So maybe sometimes you won't see me in videos, and most of the time you will. But if you don't see me, that's why, because I'm working a lot now.
Keep your head up.
Keep your heart strong.
Bless up.
You know what you're worth, now go out and get what you're worth. But you gotta be willing to take the hits and not pointing fingers saying you ain't where you wanna be because of him or her or anybody. Cowards do that and that ain't you. You're better than that.